Hello everyone, this is Rashid Khan from Lakshmi Prasad Memorial Public School, Gola Bazar, Gorakhpur. Here we have to study about the chapter number 13, which is given as chemical effect of electric current. So first of all, what is the chemical effect would be takes place in the electric current. That means what would be the effect can be occurred when a electric supply is given to the chemical substance. So first question arise in our mind, that is what do the electricity get flow through the any liquids? How it happens? You know that there is a electric current pass through the solid by the mode of flow of electron into the solid medium. Or we know that the material that can allow the electric current to pass, that are called as a conductor. Why? Because here is the conductivity takes place in which the flow of electron takes place. So the material that can be allowed, they are showing the flow of electron to it. But when we are talking about when the material that are very good conductor of heat, like iron, like copper, aluminum or silver, they can be a good conductor of electricity. But what are the material that could not be conduct electricity as well? Like a plastic, rubber, glass, wood. If they are not able to are enables to current pass through them, so they are called as a insulator. That means they could not be able, or they could not allow the electric current to pass through this. If there are something to be passed in which the electricity pass, they are called as a conductor. So there is the question, is there any chance to flow of electron takes place in case of a liquid? No doubt. In liquid, the electric current only flow when there is a charges arise. Charges arise means when there are anions and cations produced. When there is an anode, there is anions and cations produced. We can say these are ions, either maybe the cations or anions. If there is some certainty about if there is ions are produced in the form of a cation or anions, so this could be the liquid in which the current flow. That means the liquid which can able to produces the ions in which the electric current can be flow. But some other liquid in which the ions could not be produces, the cation or anions in which the electric current can never be passed. Like in alcohol, kerosene, distilled water, in which all these substances the electric current never be passed out. Why? Because in alcohol, glucose, kerosene, in which the distilled water, in which they never electricity can provide or to pass through. Why? Because they are unable to produce their ions. What are these materials? These are the liquids. Sorry, the material. These are liquids. What are these? The alcohol, distilled water, glucose, kerosene, all these are liquids. These are all are liquids, but in which electric current never be pass. Why? Because they are unable to produce their ions, and if they are unable to produce their ion, there is no certainty of the ions, so in which electric current could not be passed through. How we can check it? It can be checked out by a LED, that is a light emitting device. Why LED is used in that cases? In case of a liquid, even about a small amount of the ions produces, it can be reaches up to the filament and it allow to heat up. When the electric charges flow, the heats take up, and due to the heat there is a glowing up bulb takes place. But in case of alcohol, distilled water, glucose, kerosene, in it never the ions produces. So in which never the electric current pass through. Now move on to the next one. Like most of the salts, acids, bases, most of the salts, acids, bases and other material like tap water, or any other water in which the salt get dissolved. If a small amount of a salt get dissolved, then in which the current can flow. If there is a tap water in which already a small amount of a salt dissolved, so why here is the electric current flow? That means if it is the salt, so it is produces their ions, and if it is produce the ions, they could be allowed to electric current to pass through them. And the next one is salt already as a shows as a dipolar moment. That means they can produces a positive and negative ion, that is anions and cations as well. If they produces the anions and cations, same it can be allowed to pass through the electric charges. Suppose if there is a sodium chloride, so the sodium chloride after dissociation or decomposition, it will be produces in the form of a sodium and chloride ion. So that means they can produces ion. If they produces the ions, so they are certain allow the electric current to pass through it. Next one, suppose if there is ammonium chloride, so the ammonia already NH4Cl minus, these can also be produces their ions. If they can be produces their ions, so they are eligible to allow to pass out the electric current through them. Next is acids. Acid can produces also their ions. If they produces their ions like HCl have the hydrogen ion and chlorine ion, so it can also produces their anions and cations, so this can also be eligible to pass the electricity through them. If there is the H2SO4, so the hydrogen ion plus sulfate ion, here is hydrogen and sulfate ion in which the ions and cations are already generated. So in this sequence we can say this is the material or the liquid in which the electric current passes. Suppose if there is bases, so bases can also eligible to produce what? NH4OH. So NH4 is positive charge, OH minus. AOH, potassium plus hydroxy ion, or NH4OH, so NH4 plus OH minus. Wherever these materials, wherever these ions are produces, then it is a form of anions and cations. If it is a form of anions and cations, then it is said to be what? The liquid which can allow the light to pass through them. We can say the material or the liquid which is allowed to light to pass through them, they are called as a electric, or they are said to be electric conductor. These liquid are also passes the electric current in the form of ions. But in case of a conductor that is solid, the electric current flow through the electrical charges are in the form of electrons. So in the next concern we will talk about how the conductivity may be defined in the case of liquid. The liquid, before going to the conductivity in case of a liquid, we will have to know about some important notes, that is electrode, electrolytes, electrolysis, cathode, anode, electrolysis, electrolytes, these are. So first of all, the electrode. Suppose if there is a liquid, so in which there are two poles of a conducting material, they are said to be the electrode. These electrodes may be differ as cathode and anode. If here is one can have positive charge, then it is said to be anode. If one can have negative charge, then it is said to be cathode. These are called as a electrode. So that means in a liquid, if there is a material or a conducting material present in the form of a two positive and negative terminal, they are said to be the electrodes. These electrodes are positive and negative charges. On that behalf, it is said to be the anode and cathode as well. So this is all about the cathode and anode. When we have to move on to the next one, that is the electrolytes, the liquid in which the electric current is supplied. This is the liquid. This liquid in which the electric current gets supplied, this one is called as a electrolytes. In which the electric current supplied, this one is called as a electrolyte. This is the liquid in which the electric supply possible. This one is called as the electrolyte. What is the electrolysis? So electrolysis is the process through which the liquid get decomposes and its constituent get deposited. What are these electrolysis? The electrolysis is the process in which when the electric supply pass through into the liquid, its constituent substance or the material get deposited due to the electric current. Due to this electric current, when in a liquid, when the constituent particles are get deposited over there, so that one is called as an electrolysis. So this is called as a electrolysis. And you know very well about the electrode, that is a cathode and anode as well. We will see there is another medium. If there is something, the substance like alcohol, glucose, and in case of alcohol, glucose, in case of salt, acid, bases, In that all cases, if the electric current supplied but it could not be measured, so this can be measured by using a LED. What does it means about? That is the light emitting diode. It is a very light and that can show about the very light conduction of electricity. When the very small or weak charges float, then it is eligible to heat up very easily. So you can say, if the very weak light or very weak electric supply passes through them, so this LED can tell you about the electric current pass through it. It glows by very weak electric current. So in case of a salt, acid and a bases, when the LED is getting used, it can easily tells us or indicated the electric current pass through this. If something in which the electric current cannot pass through them, suppose if there is a glucose in which the electric current cannot pass, so by applying or by using the LED, there will be no heating and no glowing of LED takes place. That indicate in case of the electricity which migrate or tends towards the distilled water, kerosene, or in the alcohol or glucose, in which the electric current cannot pass. Why? Because in which the electrons there is no ions are produces. That is, either maybe cations or an ion not produces. In that regard, in which the electric current cannot pass through. That's it. Next is how we can say what is the second form, that is a compass. One thing is measured to be the electric charges is a LED and second one is known as a compass. So in case of a compass, we will discuss later. But out of which we have to know about, we have to tell about the compass is used for measuring the magnetism or magnetic behavior. So why it is used in case of electrical charges? To measure the electrical charges, to identify the electrical charges. This one is the characteristics of electric current. What is the characteristics of electric current? When the electric current supplies regularly or continuously for a long period of a time, the electric current which behaves like the electrical conductor or the wires in which the electric current supplies, it behaves like a magnet. So if it behaves like a magnet, so it can be easily measured by using the magnetic compass. So the compass here be used. Suppose if there is a LED fails to obtain, so there will be the compass used for measurement of electrical charges.